Hello, I am Jomica, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. This is episode 9. Today, we're going to go to the moon and rescue Jebediah finally. I have already created a rocket in the vehicle assembly building, and I'm hoping it has enough Delta V, which it should, to get us to the moon and back. So I am going to go ahead and make sure everything is correct. And then we can go ahead and launch this. We'll also check mission control, see if there's any science we can pick up, or missions we can pick up on our way out there to rescue him. Rescue from orbit, explore Kerbal, blah blah blah. No. So that's fine. We're not going to worry about that. But I'll go ahead and go to the launch pad and launch this vessel, and we'll put a cut in real quick right here just so if I screw up we don't have to go over this again. So I will meet you guys on the launch pad. Alright, so we are ready to go. We have the maneuver planner up here. We can circularize with this. We have the smart ASS up here. Go ahead and kill the rotation for launch. Accidentally hit T because that's a habit I have. Turn on the SAS before we launch. And I think we are good to go. So let's go ahead and rescue Jebediah. So we'll go ahead and stay pointing straight up for a little bit. Go ahead and slowly point over. Just so we are ready to go when we do have to. We just want to make sure we're basically pointing straight up and not to the left. So let's see, we're at 3,000. We'll probably use this whole stage before we start to tip over. Make sure we're kind of in the prograde marker there. There we go, can get rid of that. Turn to orbit, and we can slowly start to turn over towards the prograde marker. Go ahead and go to the map view, and we can probably just go prograde from here. Hopefully it doesn't overcorrect. There we go, that's a good spot. And our time to apoapsis is climbing a little bit. That's good. Our apoapsis is at 45 and climbing, which is also good. We're at about 32. So I think we will go ahead and finish this stage. We won't even have to touch the mouse or anything. And this will get us pretty close to... Actually, it should get us into orbit. Or at least into space. Not actually orbit. Can actually probably even tilt it over a little bit manually, but why don't we do that? Because we don't need to be that high. We want to work on our horizontal velocity a little more than anything else. So there we go. Should be a good little launch we have. So now we can go out here, go ahead and get rid of that, get rid of those, and we'll create a node, and we can go ahead and execute next node. Burn time is 3 minutes. Why are you... Are you gonna fire? Ah, I see. I forgot to stage that. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping it's okay. We shouldn't have to stage it all, so that's good. We can also go ahead and extend our antenna. Just make sure we don't lose. We can always talk to Kerbal when possible. So yeah, this burn probably could have been a little more efficient if I had staged already. But we should be okay. Yep, we'll be alright. Go ahead and let that finish. And there we go. We are in, almost in orbit. So that should be fine, actually. We're not going to worry about that. And maybe what we can do is first, we'll quick save. We can set this as the target moon. We'll advance to another planet using regular home and transfer function. Okay. Is there, I guess this one? Impact / flyby. No, we want to actually intercept. Or actually be captured. At the optimum time, we'll create the node. Did we create a node? We did not. There we go. And we'll go ahead and create and execute. We already did save, so we're okay there. And right now, it's just getting us pointing in the correct direction. So when we come back after our time warp, it'll be ready to go. So we'll let him struggle to get over there. I think I do have a reaction wheel. Yeah, right here. It is working. Very slowly, but it is doing it. And that'll be about 800 meters per second. Which, that makes sense. You are still having issues. Are you... No, you're not having issues. Why don't we wait, since this is going to get all messed up when we enter the atmosphere again. We'll wait until we're about here, or at least back outside the atmosphere, so we can actually get a good calculation. And you are pointing retrograde, so we will go ahead and point your retrograde so you have less drag. And we'll point you prograde. And you are just going to wait a little bit. Make sure this doesn't get too low. But I think we'll be okay without touching anything. And if so, we can just increase our throttle a little bit. once we get a connection with Kerbal again. I think we'll be alright though. This seems very, very slow. So I may speed this up, but if I forget, I apologize. So we're climbing back up again. We're at 66,000. That's dropping pretty rapidly. And we do not have a connection. We probably are going to have to burn a little bit once we get a connection to the satellite, if possible. Looks like we should. Yeah, we still don't have a connection, and we are below, just about below 70,000. Alright, looks like we may survive. A few meters to spare. Still no connection. But yeah, we are coming out of this. I wonder, can I do a full speed thing here since we don't have a connection? I think we can do... No, we can't do anything. So we'll just have to wait. And yeah, we still don't have a connection and we're below 70K. So let's see if we can come out of this. This is kind of what I was talking about earlier when we want good maneuvers. There we go. We'll go ahead and bring this up, create a node. And where's that? Let's point this way. Let's not point that way. Let's point this way. That's the sky. That's what we wanted. Alright, there we go. Now we'll create the node. And we can go ahead and execute next node. And we'll see how that does. 860 meters per second. That should be fine. And are you not going to time warp? You're not, are you? Oh, you're gonna wait until you go around again. Man, this is turning out to be pretty annoying. So let's get rid of that. Let's create the node. 4 minutes. That's more like it. Execute node. And you are doing everything automatically right now. So that is perfect. One thing I will need to do is come out here and stage when ready. Bleed off some of this extra weight. There we go. we'll keep an eye on this. Make sure we get to the moon okay. And there we go. We've gotten to the moon. So now let's go here. We'll focus the view. You are... Where are you going to come in? Ah, I see. You're going to come in right here. That's not really what we want, but set as target. We want to... I don't think this will work, but... Actually... Arrow card. Okay, so that's going to be... not possible. So I guess we'll quick save here. And I think what we want to do is try to set up our landing spot like up here. So maybe we'll point normal and see where that puts us. It's not really going to move us. It's still going to put us exactly right there. So let's go radial. See if that does anything. Nope, that's only going to do this side really. Okay, so that's better. And then we'll go anti-radial here. Nope, nothing. Alright, so that's fine. We'll go ahead and point back at our guy. We'll move to about here. We'll quick save. Actually, we'll quick save again after this little maneuver. Quick save right there, and we will hopefully be able to focus on the moon. Focus view. There we go. And I'm hoping, you know what? We should probably make that happen. Just in case we don't have radio contact when we get there. That would be very unfortunate. So yeah, this is really just not doing what I want. There we go, that's what I want. That may be okay. We'll quick save again. And we'll just go ahead and time warp until we're just about there. There we go. We have no connection right now. What is this? Huh. Okay. Let's unset target. Transfer to another planet, match velocities, intercept target, fine-tune closest approach. That's not gonna work. I mean, that's fine. We don't really need that right now. Is there anything else here? I think we need the next. Oh, that's useful. And so is that. Utilities. Okay, yeah, this is all fine. we will go ahead and speed up until we have a connection, which shouldn't be too long. Hopefully we keep that connection for a while. And we can go ahead and burn retrograde here. Alright. And now, we'll quick save. We'll bring up our surface info, I think. Yeah. Our true altitude is 316. So we can kind of see that. Is there a thing for like the suicide burn timer? I don't think so. Vessel info maybe? Nope. Alright, that's fine. We can just go ahead and time warp a little bit. We'll probably stop about, well, I don't know, closer to the planet for sure. How about 34 kilometers? Can go ahead and lower our gear. That's where we want to be. We'll probably just land and hope that our Kerbal Jebediah can come to us. So we're going to have to stage, but that's okay. Alright, there we go. So you have 1400 meters per second. If anything, we can at least get you close to Kerbal. But I'm hoping we can get you all the way home. So we can go ahead and surface. We want to kill off that speed. So we'll go ahead and do it a little more. Surface speed is 220. And what is our 5 kilometers? So yeah, that's pretty long way for Jebediah to walk. Maybe he could take his lander. I mean, that seems a little dangerous, but go ahead and do a little burn here. A little faster. That was close. Perfect landing. That was a little crazy. We'll go ahead and leave that there. We'll quick save. And maybe you're 31 kilometers away. So we'll go ahead and do a save here. We'll go back to the tracking station. We'll pick up Jebediah. Moonlander Mark 1, is that what we want? Yes. Go pick you up. A lot of quick saving happening. But we'll quick save again here. And we'll set the target for you. Set is target. And how much delta V do you actually have? Oh, you don't even have the thing. That's how old this craft is. So we did quick save. We'll go ahead and do that. Wrong way. There we go. Go ahead and point retrograde. We just want to make sure we get a little bit closer. That's not even close at all. No, you want to point up. And yeah, I think we're gonna have to call that good enough. Close enough. How much fuel's left? Like nothing. So we'll go ahead and just wait for you to land. I mean, I say that like he's gonna land on his own, but I have to do it. Is that even closer? I mean, yeah. As long as you survive, we don't really care about the craft. Alright. We'll go ahead and EVA out. Let's see. EVA report. We'll take a surface sample. And we'll go ahead and let go. And we will run this direction for however long it takes. So I am going to do that. And I will be back once that's done. Yeah, I'll be here a little while, so I'll see you guys once that happens. Alright, we've made it back, finally. I think it took, I don't remember what the timing was, but about 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes total to get over here. One thing I realized is we used all of our EVA propellant, and I kind of wanted to use that to get in. So we'll just have to jump. And hopefully, there we go. This one we should be able to just board. We are on. So we'll quick save here. We can go ahead and do a crew report. You are all out of electricity. So we'll probably just sit here and wait. Where are you in relation to there? You're okay. What is that? World's first milestone? Formed a crew transfer near the moon. Well, that's convenient. Because we went from one vessel to another. Little 30-kilometer hike. And we can go ahead and speed this up. And our delta V is about 1,000. I'm hoping that that is enough to get us home. And actually, we can increase that a tiny bit. We'll go ahead and do that here. One of these we can jettison. This one. Because with the pilot on board, we don't have to worry anymore about that. Well, that's not... So we got 980 meters per second now. Not much more, but a little bit more. Hopefully that doesn't break us. Yeah, just bounce right off. That's fine. We don't need that. So I guess from here, we'll quick save again. We can just head home. We don't need to worry about these tanks. I don't know why that did that. Oh well. We can turn that off. We can close these, maybe somehow. Okay, well those don't want to close. Not sure how they even opened. Maneuver planner we can do. We want to return from a moon. Create the node. And we need that to be under recommended starting moon returns from a near circular orbit. So I guess you want us to be circular. Okay, we'll close that. We can maybe do a maneuver planner? No, we can't. I guess from here we'll just save and hope for the best. So we want to head. So you are rotating around this way, I think. So we want to head that way, which is I think directly up. So like this direction. So why don't we go ahead and give that a try. Oh god. Let's turn the smart ASS on. We'll just kill rotation. And we want to head in this direction. I think. Yes. So let's create a node. Yeah, that's still not really working. So we'll just head this direction as fast as we can. And you know what? This is not going to get us home. It'll get us into orbit. But I don't think it's going to get us home. We'll try. It'll be very close. Oh, 50 meters per second. Oh my gosh. That is so close, but we are on our way home. 22 meters per second remaining. So I think from here we can get home. Let's check our craft. We are going to be jettisoning that. We do have a parachute, which is good. Yeah, I think from this point we are on the perfect trajectory home. 54 meters. That will bring us into the atmosphere, enough to slow us down. And yeah, that should be okay. So why don't we just go ahead and speed this way up. We'll go ahead and quick save here again. And yeah, actually, I think what saved us is getting rid of the little radio thing, whatever it was. The computer on top. The thing that was right here, I can't remember what it's called right now. And I don't know how to close these. Unpin? No, those are pinned now. We'll just move them all up here. Get them out of the way. And we can point orbital retrograde. Just to get ready. I mean, we're gonna... What was it, a 0.2 second burn or something like that? Where... Delta V stats. Yeah, 0.7 second burn. So we're not too worried about actually burning. But we'll wait until we get closer to Kerbal. Right about here. And we can finish our fuel off and then go ahead and get rid of this stage. So we can turn that off. Go ahead and point some direction. And we'll go ahead and stage right here. Now we want to make sure we point retrograde and stay pointing retrograde. Can also get rid of this target. Well, I mean, that's fine. It's being a little inconvenient right now. So we'll just leave it up. We can do our orbit info, and we can see that our apoapsis is shrinking. Can also get rid of this. Retract antenna. Should be okay. And yeah, that is going down. Is that our power? Oh, that's just the ablator. That's fine. Electric charge is still okay. I'm not sure what that noise is. Hopefully it's not this thing. But yeah, we are on our way down. So about 4 million? Yeah. And shrinking. We may peek back up into the atmosphere and then do another circle. But there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we are climbing back up. And we are escaping the atmosphere once again. But next time we come around, we should be okay. So we'll let that do its thing. We'll speed this up a little bit. And once we get above 70, we can speed this up for our second pass. So we'll go ahead and speed that up. Here we go. You are slowing us down on your own. We are back into the atmosphere. We still have 180 of our ablator left, which is fine. That should be plenty. And then this should shrink some more. So we'll let that go once again. And yeah, we're not going to escape back into the atmosphere again, or out of the atmosphere. we should stay under, well, we'll see. And we're at 54 now. We may probably just one more pass, if any. If not, we'll do a third, and that'll be okay. As long as we slow ourselves way down. I don't know what the ideal entry level is from the moon. It may be like 35 kilometers above the surface. But this is fine. This is another way to do it. I think that'll get you down in one pass instead of 3 or 4. This is our third pass into the atmosphere. And as long as this keeps shrinking, that's all that matters. Eventually, we will get down to Kerbal. And we just want to wait for that to happen. So we'll watch this, and hopefully we don't go back up again. If we do, hopefully this will be under 70. But we are going back up again. So it looks like, yeah, we're just going to do one more pass, is my guess. And will that get us anywhere close to Kerbal? Yeah, it'll bring us pretty close. Probably land somewhere over here. What are we at? 65? So we'll wait until you get here, and then speed this up when we can. There we go. Can speed it up one more time. And now it will slow down on its own. And we're back in the atmosphere. We'll speed up again over the desert. And this is at 280. So almost there. And this should be our last pass. So 200, yeah, we'll be fine here. And by fine, I mean we will not be escaping back into space again. We're just hoping we make it back to Kerbal safely. Actually, we'll be somewhere near Kerbal, or Kerbal Space Program. So that'll actually be nice. Not that it really matters, but it's okay. It's nice to always try to aim for the Space Center. So this is going. Our next step is just going to be to deploy the parachute once we get close enough and a slow enough speed. So yeah, actually that's the Space Center right over here. Just over these mountains. And we can go ahead and deploy the parachute. Jebediah should... Ah, there it goes. I was like, where'd that parachute go? So yeah, Jebediah should return home without any issues. We can do a crew report. We've already done the Highlands, so we don't have to worry about that. We can jettison the heat shield. Don't need that anymore. Just some extra weight for the parachute. But yeah, that will, there it goes. That'll shoot off right about now. So we want surface speed. 6 meters per second. We should be okay to land at this speed. I think this is like 10, and it'll actually slow down the closer we get to the surface. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and wait here. A little off center, but that's okay. We'll slow it down. We'll quick save here just in case we need to redo it and he needs to EVA before we hit the ground. But I think we'll be just fine. Turn that off and that off. And he has landed. He has returned home. So we'll do a crew report. No need. We'll EVA. Do an EVA report. No need for that. We'll take a surface sample. Take that board and recover the vessel. So now we can see how long he was on his moon mission for. Pretty sure. Recover a vessel returned from the surface of the moon. First time we've done that. Return a surface sample from moon midlands. We got 120. Surface sample from the highlands. Yeah, it's some funds. I guess it doesn't say how long he was on his mission for. But that's okay. We don't really need to worry about that. He was gone for almost a year, basically. I guess a year is 365 days now. I feel like it was different before. Maybe I'm just making that up. But a true year is 365. And I think a carbon year is also 365 now. But we have Jebediah back home. He is level 3. So now when we launch him on something else... Oh no, he just got 3 experience. I take that back. So yeah, he has the same stats as before. Anything in here? We could plant a flag on the moon, which we did. But I'm sure we got this at some point between here and there. Position a satellite, which we do want to do. Plant flag on Minmus, we can do now. We know how. It's basically the same thing as getting to the moon. I think it's a little bit less delta V and much easier to land and take off because the gravity is so much lower. But that's going to do it for today's episode. If you have anything that you'd like to see for the next episode, or may not be the exact next episode, but maybe the one after that, just because the way I film videos, I kind of do 2 or 3 at a time. So I'm a few ahead, usually. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel and don't want to miss any future episodes, be sure to subscribe. And thank you for joining me. I will see you guys next time.